Now here I am on the road coming into Maricopa. Back in that direction is the Indian reservation. It's flat desert. And this is the same kind of land, but this is the desert after it's been irrigated. Maricopa is a very small farming community. Just a few hundred people, I believe. About half, a little less than half Mexican descent. See the mountains in the background. Back towards the east here. So if it wasn't irrigated, it would be just desert. But they make the desert blossom here. It's just a farming community. I'm going to head on into town now. Of course, we probably won't be living here. But there's Maricopa High School. And there's some of the labs and classrooms. And that's just about the extent of the whole school. And over there, of course, is the middle school. And then behind that's the elementary school. Now, you might notice here, there's the Mormon church. And right behind that little wall there is the local Catholic church. Since about half the community's white, most of them are Mormon. Some of the Hispanic are probably Mormon as well, but the rest of the Hispanic are likely to be Catholic. It's about 90% of Mexicans are Catholic, I think, still. We're going back through the town. A great city of Maricopa. There's a major railroad station here, and this road I'm on will soon be a 4-lane highway. About next year they expect things to expand a lot. New business coming in town. Business barn. And I don't know who put up the big sign here with the scripture on it. And this is about the busiest part of town here. Let me see, that's a water tank for the something, I don't know, maybe for the railroad. And it's mostly just a farming community, I guess about like Chumucla or Dothan used to be. This is the center of town. This is it. That's about it. There's one convenience store and an old gone out of business shop right there where a Mexican lady said sells drinks out of an ice box. And I think there's a coffee and shop and restaurant right down there. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. That's about it. That's where I bought my first soda in town. Down here there's a large pecan tree orchard. I noticed there's a lot of the stuff right close to town is a pecan tree orchard. Like right down here, and they're irrigated. Something kind of familiar. See a lot of those in Florida. Here I am in a rest area on I-10, just overlooking Las Cruces, New Mexico. This is about 30 or 40 miles from El Paso. Of course, here's my car. If you can see it, I don't know if this thing records very well or not. I remember this is I-10, goes over a hill behind me here. It's just plain desert, and then down in this valley is Las Cruces. I remember when I was 18, I was traveling in the old blue Datsun, traveling at, I guess, about 2 in the morning or so. I came over that crest of that hill when it was pitch dark, and suddenly saw all these lights. And it was just spectacular after traveling all night. Now, I recognized it when I came over the hill here a minute ago, that it was the same city that I'd seen then. And I noticed something up here. It looked funny. I hadn't seen these before. I don't know if you could see these or not. Hundreds of birds' nests on the underside of this underpass here. You see them lined up there. They made them apparently out of mud. And that's where all these birds are. I'm not sure what breed they are. But they probably naturally do this on rocks, but here they got them just lined up under this underpass. Hundreds of them.
him and he has trash cans.
Did you say Ben?
I said him. Hey!
He was happy a minute ago. He getting grumpy. Yeah.
Well, he always does that. When you get the camera out, he stops. First time playing with this toy. Got it for Christmas, but didn't know to play with it before. Finally old enough to do it.
Yeah, he's just now getting into that. I'm going to run out of juice here in a minute. Let's see, this is July 5th.
Yeah.
Let's see. So he's 15 months now?
Yep.
When you have to blow your nose, you can go get some tissue like this.
How's this?
Okay. Matthew, there's Daddy.
Hey, come see.
This is different from the time on the last one because we're in Arizona and there's 2 hours difference than when we were using the camera in Florida.
So that time should be right?
Yes, well it's different from when we were using the camera in Florida though.
Now this date and time is correct for here. Yeah, Mama is kind of interested in getting him used to the potty chair. And I'm not sure if he has any idea what to do with it, except that he likes to sit in things anyway.
Would you please get me this right corner, please? Wait. Hey, how come I'm
Don't
going to
break that chair, that's not our chair. It's Grandpa Gigi's
Well,
chair.
you're going to have to get him out of it or he'll break it, I assure you. Okay. And here is our humble abode. And our lovely kitchen and our dinner, which has not been picked up. Into the tornado-ridden boys' room. First week we were here, Kelly did some decorating on the walls here. It's interesting. And here's the toy box that I built for Ben and Matthew, which Benjamin promptly destroyed. We took the lid off because he broke all the things off to hold the lid up, so we just took it off the hinges. Ben's bed and Matthew's bed.
I'm out of here.
You're out of here. I don't know. Ooh boy. This minor disaster area here is Mom and Daddy's room. And that, that's a mirror. There's Matthew jockeying his potty chair all over the house. Guess he thinks it's a push. I guess he thinks it's a push toy that he can sit in. And what you doing, Matthew? Here's Mama with her surgical head implant here.
It's not been surgically implanted.
Yet. Only because the insurance wouldn't cover it.
Video. When does Lori want to come?
But basically, I've never had a relationship that lasted longer than
Come on, Boo. There you go.
Got all of her money in the divorce.
Don't hurt him.
I need to know. You two know each other?
Yes, actually we do.
There.
This is Jack's
They're
dad.
matching shorts and matching socks and matching shoes. Their shirts don't match.
Jack,
That's what we
this
go.
is Kip
Yeah, now
Jack's
you can go outside.
ex-husband.
Go outside.
Wait a minute.
Bye-bye, Matthew. Matthew.
Hey, Kip,
Papa.
I've never seen anyone with the inside clipped.
See the face? And the mess on the plate. The mess under the tray. And there's Ben. Ben doesn't make a mess because he's a big boy. Matthew. Matthew Wayne. Hey, Pumpkin, this way. Say hello. Say, look how big I'm getting. No, nothing. Not gonna respond, huh? Ride the horsey. Here he is at the park, playing in the swing, and over there's the other one. Swinging, swinging, swinging. Oh, they're behind the post now, can't get them.
Mike, Mike.
Get on the slide, Matt.
Matthew, Cathy, look after you. I'll take care of you. I'll be Captain Hook up. Matthew!
Cindy. Cynthia. Hey, baby chicken. What are you doing? Push. And there's Matthew and Alex and Trey. Remember them? Hatched rule, that describes him. Ben in his little costume. Are you ready to go to the parties?
Can you do it?
That's great.
Can you do
And
that?
there's another pumpkin. Trey, what are you? You don't know? Got it done? Okay, here's his birthday party. His birthday's not for 3 days, but we decided to have the birthday party early.
It's Saturday.
When more kids can come.
Pictures of real dinosaur skin. He wanted me to buy it for him, and I wouldn't buy it for him.
Ah.
So I kind of got it.
Oh, goody.
Stuff.
A box of oatmeal.
Oh, good. We can have breakfast.
Open the box. It's not
Open the box.
oatmeal.
It might not have oatmeal in it. Maybe you think maybe it doesn't have oatmeal in it?
Woo, what is it? A dress. A new dress.
No.
Who is that? That's a picture of Ben on the front of it.
It's a picture of
That looks
Ben.
like Ben, doesn't it? That's Benjamin. Wow.
Clothes.
Excuse me.
He doesn't like to get clothes for anything.
Well, it's all in the family. When I got, my sister would always give me shirts and ties and socks for Christmas.
Careful.
And now you appreciate when you get it, huh?
I know, it's fun to use some.
No. Where should
And even worse, she wanted me to wear them.
Wow, what's that?
for these?
What are they?
Put them up, Dad.
What are those?
Put them up.
Wow, cartoons. Nah, you have enough cartoons. We don't need them, right?
Yes, we do.
Oh.
All right, crackers.
Oh boy, crackers. Do we get to have some crackers? What are you eating? Come here. Give me that. Good deal.
The incredible
Don't
vacuum
see
cleaner.
this
You
cracker.
got it right. Well, I'm glad he doesn't like clothes. I'll wear this.
Toys.
Wow, what's
Oh,
that?
jackpot.
Bubbles. These are my bubbles. My bubbles.
My bubbles. Well, what's the other present there too?
Hey, wait a minute.
Yay.
Where'd this one come from? This one's from Grandma and Grandpa Babb.
I don't think he could open that. I think he's gonna have to have some help with it.
I'll open this and then I can keep it.
No.
No,
That's mine.
but,
No.
but I'm opening
No.
it.
Put that back. You put that back. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine.
You mean I don't get to open it and keep it? Well, maybe you better open it then.
Don't.
Yeah, open it, Ben.
Not you.
Battery.
I don't want to see what's inside.
Your light's gonna cut it down.
Yeah, the battery's
Well,
running
that's
out
for
of
Grandma and
gas.
Grandpa Babb.
Oh, there's another battery in here.
One's down there too.
You can't. Oh, Matthew.
It won't hurt him to look at it while you're undoing your other box.
I don't think you can break that one.
Where's your blue bubble? Inside?
I don't know. We'll see.
A box.
Is that real bubbles?
Yes,
Yes, it
it's
is. It's
bubbles.
real bubbles.
Yeah, this is
Hey,
like goes
I
with
wonder
it.
what's. Let's try the other side. Here, see here? Right there.
You be real careful with that, cause it'll
Yeah,
break.
this can break.
I don't know what it is.
It's talking. What does it say? Talking clock.
What?
Very own clock.
Wow.
Yeah, can wake him up just like he really needs to get woke up in the morning. He always wakes up about 10 minutes.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Benjamin. Happy birthday to
Did we
you.
get it high enough?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yay!
Now blow hard. Blow now. Oh, boy. There we go. We got them all.
With that one and that one and that one.
Well, you're not going to get all. They come off. You can eat the cake without the dinosaurs.
Can I take one?
Okay, those are not candy dinosaurs, are they?
They're plastic
they're
They're
dinosaurs.
plastic to play with later.
You the one dinosaurus or
asked
kid here?
this morning.
First thing is, let's put it on here.
Have his dinosaurs back, and I decided I'd
Just don't come crying to me when it's gone.
let him have his dinosaurs back like this.
Help me. I know.
Help you what? You want a piece of cake? Oh boy.
Let me
Is he
get
gonna cut it?
close.
I don't know. Ben, you want to cut your own cake?
Yeah. But could you please get the first
Ow.
You want a knife to cut it with?
Yes.
I'm gonna just move this right over here
There's
so
paper
it'll be
plates.
behind everybody. No!
What happened?
Well, he's trying to get some. He's going,
Well, you can't have my dinosaur.
Oh, I
let's
see.
put that on here. Is it right over here?
That one starts for me.
Oh, that one's A. A's not in there.
A's and Alex.
Frosted.
A is in Alex, that's right.
And cheese and Trey. You got
Good.
cheese.
There,
We got
that's
H on him.
But at least we have it there, you know, in an emergency. It's sealed.
Yep.
A little bit of cake goes a long way, it looks like. Fingers, Alexandra. And Ben, he's the one that cut the cake. And cut the cake. And cut the cake. And cut the cake. And that's what's left of that.
Some Alex?
He's being a pretty good cake cutter.
You just suck the ketchup off the French fry. He's not even eating the French fries.
Yeah.
He loves French fries. We haven't got any video of this. Can't tell what I'm sitting down on.
Well, give us a demonstration here.
Should we get up?
Come get a picture of me, Dad.
Getting big there, huh?
Come get a picture of me.
Son number 3.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Your 3 sons, huh?
Oh, well, Ben wants me to take a picture of him. And what are you doing? Coloring. Were you sitting at the table making pictures to get ready for your first talk in primary? He's going to talk on reverence and...
Circles and animals.
Oh, you're going to do, what was it, reverence and by showing respect for God's creation?
Yes.
So we were making pictures of animals and the earth and how you can be nice to things that God created.
Okay. It's recording.
Mug shots, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the gray hair, mustache. I don't usually wear this thing.
No.
This was invented by women to talk to men
Well, it's our way of getting even for pregnancy.
anyway.
Oh, it's not going to hurt anything for you to have some of your cereal.
He crawled up on the table when I wasn't looking and was sitting up there with his legs crossed, drinking my drink and grabbing pieces of Ben's cereal. He thinks he's big stuff. He can drink out of Daddy's glass now.
He doesn't.
You don't think anything about climbing all the way up onto the table, even though I scolded you 1,000 times.
You could slap his hand till it's red.
He loves climbing on the table.
Shoot me.
I'm shooting you. Got you.
Ben didn't want his Elmo shirt. He decided he didn't want it.
Oh, well, he can give it to Matthew. Matthew will eat it, or wear it. Well, Matthew, it's time for you to get your usual no-no and have to get down. It's pretty dim in here. You think I look different without a mustache?
Daddy without his mustache.
That's what my dad says. Hey, Will.
Oh, look at that face.
Model citizen in this town. I thought he was going out for marriage.
Well, he discovered the camera, so he's now going to get out of the box, but he was tucked down in the box. Looked real cute. Laying down in there.
This is the home of your overworked, underpaid employee, Bob Cratchit.
What's she cooking for today? Surely they have more food than that. Look on the fire.
Oh, that's your laundry.
Hey, Matthew.
Not yet, children. We must wait for Tiny Tim. Sorry, Father. And keep the change. Wonderful lads. And for Cratchit. Why, Mr. Scrooge! Merry Christmas! Won't you come in? Merry Christmas! Huh? I have another bundle for you. But, sir, it's Christmas Day. Christmas Day, indeed. Just another excuse for being lazy. And another thing, Cratchit. I've had enough of this.
He thinks he's a smart kid because he can pour all the socks out and sit on the bottom of it. Oh, my hair!
I want the dye.
Now I know what a horse feels like whenever you ride holding onto the mane. My ear. That's not a bridle, son. Oh!
Dye.
Dad! 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 Say daddy. Say daddy. Daddy. Oh boy, here we go. Here we are on Thanksgiving Day at the Babb house. We got pretty much the whole clan here. Some of us escaped before I had a chance to get to the camera. Here's Namaw with, let's see if I can remember everybody's names here. There's Laurie, and there's Mama, and there's Joshua. He's a little squeezed in there with dinner. And here is Laurie's littlest one. What was her name? Cindy. And let's see, what was your name again? Jeremy, yeah, gosh, you're bigger than you were last year when I saw you. And there's Alex and Namaw and Tiffany.
Tinafina.
Huh?
Tinafina.
Tinafina.
You used to manage as
Or she used to call herself.
Yeah.
Get one of my keys.
Oh boy, look at there. New one's coming in too, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, here's the rest of the clan here.
Hello.
And the remainders of our dinner. The kids have all already escaped to the backyard. Kelly had rearranged the living room where we'd have almost enough room. And there's our Christmas city. Matthew's got his hand slapped a zillion times this past week for breaking those things. Fenced in the Christmas tree.
We broke the tip off of one of the trees.
One of the Christmas trees? Uh-huh. And here's the, I don't know if I've taken a picture of this before or not, but this is our nativity that we have right here in the living room. A little light up there and stars everywhere.
Yeah, we couldn't get back to that.
But we really had to train Matthew to leave that alone too.
In 2 weeks.
He's really been working on it.
Yeah, because it's my birthday.
But we're really proud of these. Kelly's mama fixed those up.
And I get to come and be a part of your slumber party?
Yeah, here's the backyard. Gosh, we sure have liked having a fenced-in backyard. It's been real helpful. They just set up the horseshoes here. It's really nice for us to be able to just turn the boys in the backyard and open the back door, and they can come back here and play.
You want to play?
No, actually I haven't finished eating. It's just I knew they were going to take the camera back with them.
Oh. Well, I want to have somewhere to play.
Yeah, they set up horseshoes back here. Here's a little tomato garden that they had this summer. We got a few tomatoes off of it when we got here. That's Mort, Kelly's youngest brother. And that's her dad. And there's an irrigation ditch they have back here that they like to, the boys love to get in there and get dirty. Got both of the trailers stashed back here. Oh, Matthew found him something good to play on there. They have an irrigation ditch that runs down between the houses here. Runs down in kind of like an alleyway between the houses here. And every 10 days or so, this thing fills up with water. Then it flows out in here and floods the yard, and that's how the yard gets watered. It's pretty much the way it's done everywhere here in this area, because it's a desert, but they have irrigation water that comes down from the mountains, and they control it, and every 10 days we get a flooded yard. It's like getting a heavy rain every 10 days. So the trees and everything grows very well. Ah, there's Namo and Calpie. What?
Uncle Esker, record this of me and Benjamin. Benjamin, let's go play for some. What? Bring around the road. Do I get a 10 feet?
Bring around the tomato, more like that, isn't it? Oh, there he goes, there he goes. Whoa! Yeah, I just laid the back of the trailer down and the kids get to play in it. Okay. Thanksgiving. It really is nice to be able to let the kids in the backyard here and know that it's fenced up and they have to come through the house to get out. Works out pretty well.
Stay over on that side so you don't get hit with a horseshoe.
Okay. No!
Music with lots of different instruments. And you know, music can tell a story. I know when
Matthew is totally involved in Barney. He loves Barney.
Emmett the elephant joins the band.
Doesn't even realize there's anything else going on when Barney's
You
on.
work the puppets while Barney plays the instruments. Okay, everybody's ready. Once upon a time, there was a dog.
Big help, Jerry. You are
No!
You want to try it?
You sit down!
You want to try it?
He says, reach down. I'm not going to get up there. You reach down and get it.
Watch out! Sit down! Sit down!
This is another thing we need to get tomorrow when we're out shopping is a tape.
You can't tell whether they're smiling or not with that plug in there. Okay, give. Ooh.
There's a side view.
Yeah, give me a good one here. Let's do a close up here. Get out of there. Get out of there. Ben, get out of the tape.
There's not enough tape left to get a lot of horsing around.
Okay, go stand by the window and let me get you a good silhouette belly view. Woo! Is that related to Bellevue? I don't know.
That's how big it is.
Yeah, that's bigger than Matthew was whenever you delivered. And you still got 2 months.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody wants to get in the picture. Well, it's about just in. Soon we'll end this tape here. You'd like to trade the other 2 in on the 3rd one?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Occasionally. Ow, Ben.
Right now.
Like right now? You mean like that one? Yeah, it's kind of playtime. Daddy got home for the only hour of the day. School by day, pizza by night. Uh-oh. What did he do? You can breathe any time.
Oh, baby.
There we go.
He left face first off of the edge of the...
Oh, I see. He was doing the swan dive off the arm of the couch. And our collection of pictures. There's the boys, the boys, the boys, the boys. I got a small picture of my mom and dad and sitting over my desk. I need to get a big one to go on this wall. Oh, that's a hint, hint. Mom and Dad, watch this. I need a big picture of you two. Yeah. Boy, I just look at him and he falls down. Okay, Ben, time for me to go to work. Hug time.